What? Oh, oh, well, howdy, folks. Welcome to Mower Mike's. I didn't see you there. We got the old Erin's in the shop, and boy, she has got an issue. Do you have an issue like this where your two front wheels in your lawnmower, they're like, one's pointing this way, one's pointing that way. They sure ain't pointing the same direction. And that causes a lot of issues when you're bow-legged and you got everything cockeyed out. Alignment's all off. Now, what happens is that when people they're riding lawnmowers, especially with the ladies, they love to run into stuff, specifically stumps, fence posts, small squirrels, raccoons, septic tanks are a big one. I mean, just all sorts of crap. Any curb, I mean, you just start nailing it. And what happens is the more crap you hit with your front tires, it pushes it further and further out and everything gets bent up. But you're in luck because it is an easy fix. Because what happens is it's the spindles. And we're going to go through this, but these are super easy to replace. We're going to slide a couple new ones in here and fix the alignment on the tractor. And while we're at it, I'm going to throw a couple new wheels on it. So with that, this is going to be a quick, easy one, and hopefully it helps out. So first step is that we have to lift the lawnmower. So you want to find a good sturdy spot underneath here and preferably put some wheel chocks underneath the rear end of it. And you need to elevate it just enough that we could pull the wheels off. So let's go ahead and zoom around the side and we'll go ahead and start yanking the wheels off. All right, now it is time to yank that front wheel off. As you can see, I got it elevated, and do not stress about this. Trust me, this is probably the easiest thing I'll ever show you how to do on this lawnmower channel. For tools, you need a crappy pair of pliers, a crappy flathead screwdriver, and maybe a little coffee to get you going in the morning. That was really lame. So, all right, so first thing you're gonna see on here is a dust cap. Now, these dust caps do get a little sticky. That's why I suggest a pair of pliers. All right, dust cap is off. Next, it's gonna get a little dirty, folks. So if you're like me, don't care about getting dirty, don't worry about gloves. But if you don't wanna get dirty, trust me, gloves. What you're gonna see on here is that there is a little clippy that we've got to wedge off of there. Oh my gosh, it's got so much crap on there, you can barely see the clippy. But you're gonna see it. So what you do, you can just get your screwdriver in there and you start prying that sucker off. All right, let me see if I can get my big fat hand out of there. Ugh. You can see they get a little nasty, but wow, I said this would be the easiest thing on my channel ever. All right, I can see it's coming off. Ugh. Now look at that thing. This is the main clip. This is all that holds the wheel on. I can see you try to get a screwdriver underneath this part here, and then you spill your coffee. Well, this is turning into more difficult than I thought. All right, so we've got the clip off, and next what we do very easily, we try to hold the camera steady. There is a washer you don't want to lose. And then the whole assembly just slides off like so. Super easy. And it should be easier for you than what I just showed you. Remember, it's just yank off the dust cap, pop the clip off, it just pushes off, and then yank her off. Okay, next we're gonna remove the front steering spindle. Again, this is a very simple task. It's held on by two connection points. You've got a bolt right here that connects to the drag link. This is what actually steers it and pushes it back and forth. And then you've got a clip up here and it should just drop out. So to take the bolt out, you need a 9/16 on the bottom. But then on top, what you're gonna need, there's a 1/2 inch little nut there on the top to hold it straight. And all you do is you unbolt this drag link. Now, when you replace drag links, this is a good time to replace drag links. They're super easy. It's another bolt down below. You can get ones that are adjustable. I've got some videos on drag links, especially on the John Deere, so you can adjust your steering a little bit. But most of the time, your steering spindle itself is totally jacked. So, all right, we got our drag link popped out. Next, we're gonna try a single camera shot. I'm gonna zoom around top. Very smooth move. I can see right there. Look at that. Okay, we've got our shot of the steering spindle itself. Hang on, strap in. Maybe not. So let's go ahead and drop this sucker out. We're looking vertically down at the steering spindle, and it has a little clip in there Same thing as the front wheel, clip pops out. You may want to push up on the steering spindle and it gets a little dirty. There you go, clip pops out and voila, it just slides right out. All right, let's get to installing our new steering spindle. These were about $38 for the set. I'll put a link down below. But when you get them, make sure to put them, they are side specific. For example, this one has a R. So when you're looking from the back of the mower forward, on your right side is going to be the right spindle. So all you do is slide it up through there, but first, it's always good to put a little grease on there. I'll put a grease link down below too, to grease up your shaft, because these things, they don't have any bearings. So it is just purely a grease situation. So more lube, the better, I say. Now, I've got lube all over the place. All right, and then all you do is you slide it up from the bottom like so. And you want to hold the top because there's going to be a little bushing there that might push out. You want to make sure that bushing is down. So we got that. Then make sure to remember there is a washer that goes over that. And then you should have some new clippies. And your clip is just going to go right there. Maybe I can just do it with my hand. Let's see here. No, we may need I'm taking out my super crappy. These are channel locks, but tiny ones. You can see right there. All right. This is a little more difficult than I planned. It's because all that lube is making things slippy. All right, and so now that is on there like so. And then next, all we do is we bolt up our drag links. And there, you just use your same hole right there. You're gonna have a hole right there, drag link, and make sure to put the little washer goes first over your coupler thingy there. All right, and then it slides down through there. And then down below, you've got your little lock nut, and you just tighten it up the same way you took it off. Just make sure, remember to hold the top. Once you find the, hold the top with a wrench and tighten the bottom with a ratchet, and you should be good to go. So, all right, so we got the new one on there. You can see right there, all hooked to the steering. Next, what I'm doing, I'm gonna go find the wheels, and we're gonna strap them on. All right, before we strap the wheels back on our fresh, new, straight spindles, let's go ahead and take a little break. Take a breather, get your hands clean again, maybe grab a beer, and let's talk about wheels. Because wheels are also very, very important in your alignment game. Because on these crappy riding lawnmowers, they have a horrible design on the wheels. They do not have bearings on the wheels. What they have is bushings. And you can see there with my original Astrodome bat, yep. So those are bushings on any of your riding lawnmower wheels besides the X Series on the John Deeres. But you can see right here, we've got a metal bushing that presses in there. And what happens is, over time, this bushing wears out and it gets too big. It causes your wheel to wiggle around, and that totally throws off your alignment. And if you're real lucky, you may have one like this that actually has a plastic bushing in there. That really sucks. So this is a perfect time while you've got your wheels off to, one, at least replace your bushings. All they do is pound out. You can pound some new ones in. I'll have a link down below. Or you can do what I am doing and screw all that and go with some brand new wheel and tire combo. I got these suckers for $68 for a pair on Amazon. Brand new. They come up with the metal bushings already pressed in there, all your new hardware. So this is my suggestion. I'm going to put a link down below, $68 to your door in a couple of days. I think it's a fantastic deal, and you get some fresh rubber. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take these and I'm going to pound out these, and I'm going to upgrade the new metal bushings to actual bearings, because this is an $11 kit here, and you can actually slide in bearings, which make this thing run even better. But that's going to be a whole different video to talk about replacing bushings with bearings, and we're going to talk about the different types of bushings, which I'll put a link below. I just want to give you guys a heads up on this fancy new wheel with its new bearing that we're going to strap on in. So with that, let's get back over to the greasy mower and make her go again. Okay, mower nuts, let's go ahead and install our new wheel and tire combo on our front spindle. Now, your new wheel and tire combo does come with some new hardware. As you see right here, we've got 2 washers and a clippy. Now, before you install, you want to install the first washer on your spindle. That's going to go on the inside, slides all the way in there, and then we're going to slide on our wheel. Now you're going to notice on this wheel I've gone ahead and replaced the bushings with bearings. That is an easy upgrade, as we talked about. I'll go ahead and put that link below. But when you do that, if you've upgraded the bearings, you don't need to grease this. But if you're going back with the bushings, go ahead and put some wheel grease on there. I'll put a link down below because it's going to be sliding on here and you want that to be well greased. So all you do, super simple. First, make sure your air filler upper is on the outside. I should know the name of that. All right, and it just slides on. It's super, super easy like so. And then once you get it on there, you just install your other washer and then your new clip. Now you're going to notice this new clip is a lot tighter than that old one. So what I suggest is a pair of channel locks. Every shop needs a pair of channel locks. I'll put a link below, of course. And then you just snap her on there. Let's see if I can do it in one stroke. Nice. And look at that. That is looking good. And then also your wheel and tire combo comes with a new grease cap. And all you do is you slide it over like so. Come on. Like so. All right. And that is brand new, folks. Look at that. That is looking sharp. So, folks, that sure looks a lot better than what we started with those worn out spindles, worn out tires. I will make a side note here. If you've done this and you're still not really satisfied with the alignment of your front end of your lawnmower, what you can do, super, super easy. You know the drag links we unbolted from the front? They make adjustable drag links. And what that means is that you go ahead and replace these drag links on your front end of your riding lawnmower, and they go shorter and longer with a screw. It's just one additional bolt on the back. Super easy replacement, and that way you can really dial in the front end alignment of your lawnmower, just like your old truck you're driving around. With that, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I'll put a link down below to all my steering videos. Anything you wanna do, I've done everything on riding lawnmower steering. And as a side note, little pro tip, if you're sweating and you're pissed off and you're hot in Texas, try going to Canada. I'll tell you what, fly to Spokane, drive about 5 hours north, and you will not regret it. But with that, Mower Mike's out of here. We'll think of something new to do next round.